We're officially live. What's going on? Hope everybody's doing well. And I know it usually takes like a couple minutes for people to see that I'm live and start tuning in. So I'm just going to wait until that time, till some people start popping up for the live video. I've been doing a lot of these live streaming videos, which I dig the heck out of. They're a lot of fun. I like the instant interaction. It's easily accessible. I'm using my iPhone to stream this. So I'm digging it. I don't have a webcam, so I know everybody asks me to do that kind of stuff, but I stream from my phone, so that's what's up. And all right, I gotta see. This is one thing that weirds me out too. I gotta like, but it doesn't say. Oh, now suddenly the viewers pop up. How's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody doing this Friday night? Are you guys watching anything? Stream Gaming, what's up, dude? How was your day? My day was busy but good. I went out to eat, and now went out with a lady friend, and now I'm trying to pick out which movie to watch. I'm going to ask you guys in a minute to help me decide that. Blair tries to make it back here. We're now with awesome, all-time favorite movie. Oh my gosh, here's a funny thing. I just got a message that popped up. This girl that I knew in college just sent me a message. I'm on dating sites and stuff, and she just messaged me saying, "Oh, I saw you on Bumble." I'm like, we matched or whatever. How about that? That's pretty funny. That's small world. The Geek Keenan, what's up, man? Geek Keenan is Geek Keenan and Talk Movies with Us. I know I say this like every time on here, but two of my favorite newer YouTubers. Definitely check them out. The Geek Keenan and Talk Movies with Us. Yeah, The Thing, thank you, A Band Apart. I love any kind of reference to The Thing. And I'm really hoping to try to figure out a way to get my poster signed next weekend, Monster Mania. I'm not going to be able to go to it. And I'm probably going to make a video about that to see if anybody is getting anything The Thing related signed, to see if I can get my poster signed. And, of course, I'll throw in some extra money for them or something, too. Because that bad boy needs to get signed up. Hardcore. I need to make that happen. Let's see. Pinoy Ride. Good evening. What's going on? I just finished watching the show. Oh, cool. Jared McAdam. Obviously a reference to JFK. I was really big into JFK and conspiracy theories. I read a whole bunch of books. 11/20/63 is when he passed away, when he was shot. So 11/22/63. How was that? How was the show? I would love to see that. Parkland was one of my favorite movies from, what was that, 2014, I think? Red. I actually haven't seen Red, or Red 2 for that matter. Scott Travis, what's going on, man? Watching Black Christmas 1974 after the stream. Have you seen it? Absolutely. It's a classic. I love the heck out of that movie. I don't want to say too much about it, but I absolutely love that movie. I actually put it on my top 10 snowy setting horror movies list, even though it doesn't have a lot of snow. They just show it in brief shots, but it always makes me think of the snow. And I actually like the remake. I know a lot of people hated the remake, but the remake got a little bit over the top towards the end of the movie when they went into the hospital. The Viz, what's going on, man? First time I actually caught you live. Really enjoy doing these live streams. I'm doing well. I love doing these live streams. They're so much fun. That instant interaction. It's just that communication, there's no lag or anything like that. And again, it's so easy to do. I'm using my cell phone to do it, my iPhone. So I'm souped on that one. Oh man, Pinoy Ride, was that your first time watching that? I actually want to they just released Henry on another special edition Blu-ray, and I need to get that. Watch The Stranger. Are we talking about The Strangers or The Stranger? I don't know, Blue Bix. I don't know what this person's talking about. Chemtrails and the crap. It was a great show, James Franco. I'm not a big James Franco fan. Yeah, see, for me, James Franco fell off the map after 127 hours. He did that movie, and then he just completely fell off. He did the Oscars, where he co-hosted with Anne Hathaway, and I don't know what drugs he was on, but he was the worst host in Oscar history. I actually really like Jimmy Kimmel hosting. Johnny Moynihan, what's going on, man? Looking to get my first Criterion, says the Geek Keenan. Well, I'll give you... I don't know... It depends on what you're into. There's so many great releases for the Criterion Collection. I really love Mulholland Drive. Boyhood, if you like Boyhood, that was a great release. Eraserhead, Scanners. The Three Colors trilogy is probably one of my favorite releases they've done. The Pooh trilogy. I'm trying to look to see what else over here. Hoop Dreams. I actually need to. I sold my DVD of it, and I meant to upgrade it for the Blu-ray, and I definitely need to get the Blu-ray. Hoop Dreams is like one of my all-time favorite sports movies, sports documentaries. But there's so many great releases. It's hard to some of the ones that I've mentioned are a few of my favorites. Yeah, On the Waterfront too, Dazed and Confused, Seven Samurai, anything Akira Kurosawa, Persona. Yeah, I'm just thinking of some. Okay, one of my all-time favorite movies, Robinson Crusoe on Mars. If you like sci-fi stuff, I would highly recommend that. La Haine, a really good black and white modern, one of the best modern black and white movies in my opinion. Yeah, there's so many great releases. It's hard to pick one. Maybe I should do like a top 10 of my favorite Criterion Collection releases. Kimmel did a great job hosting the Oscars. Get the Following. Yeah, I had that on DVD forever ago, and I need to get that. What's the rarest one that I own? My rarest set right here is, I've shown it before, it's the Japanese Heatbox edition for Suspiria in Deep Red. This was the most expensive and probably the rarest one I own. It's too cold here in New Jersey, but basically what you do is where all the black part is, you put your hand on there and it reveals an image underneath. I tried doing it recently and it's just too cold. Once it heats up, it's easier to do. Underneath here, there's all kinds of crazy pictures and stuff. But that one was, I've only seen like one other person on here ever have that edition. It's a DVD set, but super, super rare. And it's probably one of my favorite editions that I have in my collection too. Looking to pick up a few Steelbooks. Again, it really depends on what you're into. Movie-wise, I'm big into horror, so here's some of my Steelbooks right there. I love a lot of the Arrow Video Steelbooks, the Phenomena release, which I believe they're actually releasing Phenomena again. It's my favorite Argento film. The Zombie Steelbook, Fulci right there. The Killer Clowns one is really good. Here's a whole bunch of other ones. They have so many releases, especially over in the UK. I do like the Pineapple Express one. The newest artwork for that looked awesome. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of great... You know what? One of my favorites is the Returning of Living Dead Steelbook, which you can actually play on Region 1. You just, as soon as you pop it in, you press the menu button, and it's accessible to play on Region A. And I just knocked over some stuff down here. Oh, here's some old Anchor Bay tins. There's the Beyond right there. All right, stay still. There we go. All right, back in business. All right, I probably missed some comments on here. Hoop Dreams is one of the best documentaries ever made. I fully agree. I love that. Actually, I had the DVD. I got rid of the DVD. Plan to get the Blu-ray because there's actually some new special features on the Blu-ray for the Criterion Collection release of Hoop Dreams. I'm in Somerset County as well. That's where I'm in New Jersey. We have another Somerset County, New Jersey resident. It was fun with my lady friend last night. Yeah, I got out of control. I got a bunch of comments saying that she wasn't drunk. She's over in Poland, they drink like from babies. Like I think they put liquor in their baby bottle because she drinks way more than I do, and she can hold it better, I guess. But yeah, I've known her for close to a decade now, and she was not blitzed at all. Somebody left that comment saying derogatory things about me. She wanted to be on the video, and if she could name all the Wu-Tang members, I think she was all right. Yeah, is anyone going to Monster Mania? Let me know too. But no, actually, that was a fun thing to have her on last night too. She had a fun time with it, so might do some more of that in the future too. Yeah, she doesn't know anything about movies though, is the only thing. She's not into movies at all. Yeah, this is only part of my collection. This is just my office area. The rest of my collection is in the other room. Right in there. If you guys can see that. My dog's sleeping right now, so I'm not going to bother him. Alright, just scrolling through the comments. I have never seen Miami Connection, but I have heard of it. I heard it's super cheesy, crazy fun. Every passing minute. Oh, Vanilla Sky right there. I love that, Jared McAdam. Some good quotes here. Does Returning of the Living Dead have the changed vocals for Tarman and the other vocal changes? I don't think so. I'll have to look into that. I don't know for sure on that one. I'll have to check that out. There's a ton of great slasher films. Again, I love the original House on Sorority Row, the original one, not the remake. Although I do like the remake one too, but the original is just one of the best ever. Tourist Trap, the original My Bloody Valentine. I like Hatchet for a recent one, and The Collector as well. Just scrolling through. What do you think of the movie Salt with Angelina Jolie? There's actually another movie called Salt too, but it's been a while since I've seen that one. I need to revisit it. Miami Connection, Branchburg. Oh yeah, I know exactly where Branchburg is. Yes, I've seen Drive. Drive has actually become one of my all-time favorite movies. Nicholas Winding Refn, Ryan Gosling, that whole soundtrack, the score, everything about that movie is just amazing to me. Going to Monster Mania, it's awesome. Yeah, sure, Mr. Creepy, give me a knock knock joke. How many movies do I own? Probably around 3,000 Blu-rays and probably around 2,500 to 3,000 DVDs. I've actually, as many as I have, I've sold probably like double that amount. So I actually just sold a whole bunch more, although it doesn't look like it. Thank you so much, Don, Comic Book Junkie. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Salt, so I can't really. Do you have a catalog? I don't know. I don't have a. I'm gonna actually try to do that soon, though. Michael Neal says he's in Philly. What's going on? Knock knock, Mr. Creepy. Yeah, Philly isn't too far. I love living in central New Jersey. We're like an hour from Philly and an hour from New York City. So, yes, I have watched Miyazaki films before. He's amazing. So, worst movie I've probably ever seen is The Master of Disguise. I actually thought that was cheesy fun. Turtle, turtle. The worst, I get this every time I stream, I get that question, the worst movie I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of low budget horror movies, and those are usually the worst movies I've ever seen. Like Knock Knock 2 and Skeleton Key 3. Terrible. Two of the worst movies ever. And then Joe Dirt 2 and then Zoolander 2 would be on that list as well. Those were some of the worst I've ever seen. Just unwatchable. Who's there, Mr. Creepy? What is the best modern sci-fi movie? That is a tough question. I don't know. I'd have to really sit down and think about that. I really liked Arrival that recently came out. Basically a movie about aliens coming to Earth, but it's more about human nature. And I think it would actually kind of play out that way. But the way that things happen, I knew the connection right there with the people involved. But there's one line of dialogue towards the end that I didn't love. Mr. Creepy says, I eat mop who? Alright, hold on. I'm scrolling through. The Viz says, tell me something. Why don't you put your shelves side by side in the other room, no gaps between them? Well, actually, it's funny, because somebody was saying, oh, I like how you have it with the gaps in between. I'm like, no, I'm going to push them together. But I want to get a couple skinny ones so I can put my TV seasons and have them separated. So I'm going to get like two skinny ones just for the TV seasons. So that's where right now they have a gap. So once I get those in there, then I will put them all right next to each other. Do you ever hit up the Criterion sales at Barnes & Noble? Yes, I do. That's pretty much the only time I buy Criterions is during the sales. What'd you think of Logan? I plan to watch Logan probably tomorrow, in fact. I was going to watch Get Out, but I think I'm going to watch Logan first. The first Joe Dirt movie was a lot of fun. I actually saw that in the movie theaters with my big brother and my fraternity when it came out in the theaters. And it was just me, him, and like one other dude in the theater opening weekend. So, but it's a fun movie. And the girl in there is smoking hot. Brandy. Yes, I'm going to go see Logan for sure. I can't wait. That looks like such a dark comic book movie. It looks gritty and raw, and I love that. I really want to see New Mutants or X-Force in a comic book movie. The Cable was my all-time favorite comic book character, and I know he's kind of rip off of the Terminator, but I still love that whole storyline. I love that character. Opinion on Kevin Smith, I like most of his stuff. There's some stuff I don't like. He's from Jersey. I support him. He's long-winded, though, when he does his talks and when he does his stand-up stuff. One of my favorite movies of all time is the original Little Shop of Horrors. Was that with Jack Nicholson? I think so. Darren A., what's the best and reasonably priced movie distros you could recommend? I don't know what that means. Distros. Are you excited for Alien Covenant? Mixed feelings on it. I like this trailer a lot. You actually see the xenomorphs. I think that's a reason a lot of people complained about Prometheus. I love Prometheus. For me, that'd be up there for one of the best modern sci-fi movies. I know a lot of people hated it. I loved it. And I think one of the reasons people hated it was because it didn't have xenomorphs jumping around, which I think Alien Covenant will kind of appease those people. But I don't like some of the cast members like Danny McBride or James Franco, but I'm still going to watch it, and I'm excited for it for sure. Get Out is better than Logan. I've heard pretty much positive stuff about both, but I do plan to watch both pretty soon, but I'm going to watch Logan first. Mr. Creepy made you say I eat my poo? I didn't say that, did I? Wasn't Mr. Who or whatever he said? What was the joke? Where was it? I eat mop? I eat mop who? Oh, I get it. That's classic playground stuff. I haven't thought about, it's like hold your tongue and say I was born on a pirate ship. There's one for you. I remember that too. That brings me back to when I was in like elementary school. How do you feel about 2 or 3 things I know about her? I'm not familiar with that, I don't think. There was a sequel to Knock Knock. Not Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves. This was a Knock Knock way before that. It was like a found footage, terrible, garbage, unwatchable horror movie. I haven't seen Anti-Birth, but I do want to. Next to watch Scarface. Yeah, Scarface is a classic for sure. I was just watching Scarface earlier on cable, yeah. I'm in the liked it camp for Prometheus as well. I feel like we're in the minority on that. Oh, best websites. Again, I'm on a bunch of Facebook groups for especially horror. Horror is my favorite genre, so I always try to find deals on there. Craigslist. There's some other different places on there, like selling forums, Amazon, eBay. Those are pretty much the go-to. I'm not big into hockey, honestly. If I'm going to pick a hockey team, the Blackhawks. So nobody from around here. My favorite teams for sports are Chicago Cubs. I'm a diehard Cubs fan. So them winning the World Series was amazing to me. I named my dog Wrigley after Wrigley Field. I'm a Redskins fan. So again, that doesn't fit in line from being around over here. So yeah, and then for basketball, I grew up being a Hornets fan. But then when I moved to New York, I became a Knicks fan. And then Charlotte, the Hornets moved to New Orleans, and then they became the Pelicans, and then finally the Bobcats. They're back to the Hornets now, so I follow the Knicks now for basketball, even though they've been awful for forever. I love the Babadook, a great allegory for postpartum depression. Just scrolling through the comments. Knock Knock was terrible, dude. No. I used to watch WWF when I was a kid and WCW. I think I like WCW better. I don't really watch WWE now. Occasionally, I'll watch it. I was seeing a girl not too long ago, briefly, who was into that wrestling and stuff, so I watched some with her. The original Stepfather movie, I remember watching that when I was a kid and really enjoying it. I haven't seen it since. So I didn't know that. Holy moly, that was based on a family in Westfield, New Jersey. I didn't know that at all. Isn't Saw 7... Well, it's funny. I do hate the Saw movie. Saw 7 was the final chapter. Unwatchable. Even by like low-budget horror standards, the acting was just dreadful. And I knew right away the final chapter, they're going to make more. They're already in the process of making another one. After Saw 3, they're just unwatchable for me personally. Hold on. I do want to ask you guys that are watching what movie I should watch tonight. I'm going to watch one movie before I go to bed. And I've got a few to choose from, so I want your guys' opinion. Allied with Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. I think this is kind of like a spy Nazi kind of thing going on, but with a romance aspect. I haven't seen it, and seems interesting. I like that kind of stuff. Or The Strangers. Now, I saw this once, and I hated it. I was so excited when I saw the trailers for this movie. And it was basically a ripoff of the French film Them, and I loved Them so much better. But everybody keeps saying that it's so great, so I'm going to give it another chance. I got this for like $5, so I figured why the heck not? If I don't like it, I can just trade it, sell it, whatever. So if I should give this one another chance. And next up is Premium Rush, which has a great cast. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Michael Shannon, and I love the girls that I've seen on the clips in here. Right there. So, I don't know about this one too much. It just looks fast-paced. I think he's delivering a package. Michael Shannon's trying to get it from him. But fast-paced action is what it looks like. And then Ants, a killer bug movie with Suzanne Summers. This is an older one from 1977. I like killer bug movies, so this is something that I've been meaning to check out for a while, and I got it for like $1. So souped on that. So let me know of those 4 which to watch tonight, or which one I should watch tonight. Allied, Premium Rush, Ants, or The Strangers. What do you guys think? Hold on, I gotta scroll through the comments now. Oh, wow, I'm way behind on the comments. My apologies. Just kidding. Favorite movie theater experience? Vanilla Sky for me, favorite movie theater experience. My favorite foreign film? Oh, that is a tough one. I'll tell you my favorite movie of 2016 is The Wailing, which is a foreign film. My favorite foreign film of all time is really tough. I'd have to sit down and think about that. Again, I love a lot of horror movies, so a lot of the French extreme ones like Frontiers, Inside, and Mutants is another one which is super underrated. I never hear anybody talk about that one. But if I have to think about all time, I'd have to sit down and really try to make a list on that one. All right, hold on, let me scroll through the comments. Yeah, Letter Never Sent is really good too. I actually did a review of that forever ago on my channel. John List was captured 17 years later because, wasn't that the guy that like beheaded somebody or something? Or he had something to do with the America's Most Wanted, like the kid that was missing? Or is that somebody different? Is there any Netflix originals you would like to own physical media? I just got Netflix for the first time. There was something I watched recently that I have it written down somewhere. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll have to get back on that one. That's why Brad and Angela broke up, that movie. Strangers, Premium Russ, Strangers. I do have Zombieland. I think that's a fun one. I think it's a really good date movie. Good zomcom. Strangers. So it looks like Strangers. I like Squirm. I have Squirm. I think Jeff Lieberman directed that one too. Strangers. Okay, it looks like it's going to be Strangers for tonight. What TV series do I own? I own a bunch of different TV series. I do want to pick up the Hell on Wheels box that actually just went on sale. Like the whole complete collection, I think it's like $55, and I need that in my collection. I love that show. But I own a ton of different ones. I'll tell you my favorite TV show is The Wonder Years. Then it would be Cheers. Then it would be MASH. Then it would be, actually I take it back. It would be The Wonder Years first, then Twilight Zone, the original Twilight Zone, and then Cheers, and then MASH, and then probably X-Files, and then probably Seinfeld. And here's the Twilight Zone set right there. And here's some different box sets and stuff. And there's a Scarface set right there. So it looks like Strangers is going to be the choice right here. Name any movie you watched that left you confused but intrigued. There's only 2 movies ever that at the end of it I had to really sit down and think about, and that would be The Machinist, and it took me like 5 minutes of me sitting down trying to figure that one out, and then I got it and I was blown away. Great performance by Christian Bale. And then The Wailing, which again is my favorite movie of 2016, which I had to sit down and think about it, the levels of each character and how they changed. So those are the 2 only ones that I can ever think about. Most movies are formulaic and predictable. I haven't seen Rubber. I've heard about that one. Adam Walsh. Yeah, but who's the killer though? Was that, I thought that was the list guy. Maybe I'm incorrect. You were thinking of John Walsh. Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. Oof, yeah, that whole thing, crazy as heck. Yeah, it looks like The Strangers you guys picked out for the movie I should watch tonight, so it looks like I'm going to be doing that. MASH is, yeah, I love MASH, for sure. I remember watching it all the time as a kid. Quantum Leap, that just got released on Blu-ray. I do want to get that. I watched that a bunch when I was younger. Fred Savage, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Becky Slater, Winnie Cooper, he was slaying it. Well, actually, I'm kind of sad the way that the series ended. But yeah, Fred Savage was the man for sure. Kevin Arnold. Yeah, it's so funny. I had the chance to review IT, and I never actually ended up reviewing it. Like, way before, like, the company sent me a screening link, or I think they offered to, and I never ended up checking out. So I feel terrible about that, because it actually looked pretty good, and I wish I would have checked it out. X-Files, absolutely. Kingdom of the Spiders, yeah, with William Shatner. I love that one, too. I have seen it. I own it. Inception is amazing, for sure. Have you seen The Count? You mean The Accountant with with Ben Affleck. I really enjoyed that one. Enjoyed it much more than I was expecting to. I have not seen Onibaba. I know of it, but I haven't seen it. Greetings from the U.S. That's cool to see people from all over the place. He's from Puerto Rico, Fernando. So that's pretty cool. Do you like Saturday Night Live or Mad TV better? There was a long period where I thought Mad TV was better, but Mad TV isn't on the air anymore. But overall, I would pick SNL because back in the day, they were incredible. And actually, they're getting a little bit better now. Pluto Nash, no. Just because it confessed, though, wasn't that some whole thing where, I don't know, there was a whole, like, drama about that, I thought. But The Tree of Life, I need to rewatch it. I thought it was, visually stunning, but it kind of lacks substance for me personally. Malik, I like a lot of his stuff, but cinematography is very lush, but a lot of times it feels flat for the rest of it. A lot of style over substance for me. Favorite segment of the Twilight Zone? I'll tell you my favorite one of the TV series. My favorite episode is Will the Real Martian Please Stand Up? As far as the movie, I don't know. I like the wraparound one with Dan Aykroyd a lot too. I watched it not that long ago too, and I'm gonna go with the wraparound one. I just thought that was kind of fun. How many times have I watched The Sixth Sense? I think like twice. Yeah, anthology movies. I'm big into that Creep Show, of course. There's been a lot of anthology movies recently. The VHS ones, and then the ABCs of Death have been really good. I like those ones. They're mixed bags, but I still dig them. Malik is definitely an acquired taste. I love some of his stuff, but yeah, when I see something really scary, absolutely, you're on point with your movie quotes for sure. Yes, I did watch Recycle. I actually was not a fan of Recycle. There was the one segment, or the one scene in there, where they're going through the cave of the unborn babies. That was freaky as heck, but the rest of it I didn't like. And I knew right away the connection with the little girl and then the lady. I just figured that was a kind of a given, and I didn't really like the way that it played out personally. A lot of people raved about Recycle. It just wasn't for me. I wanted to like it. I like, was it the Pang Brothers? Some of the stuff that they've done. Ryan Ross from British Columbia, Canada. Have you ever picked up the Decline of Western Civilization trilogy? No, I have not. I need to, I'm assuming. What's the poster behind me? It is the Thing poster. It's John Carpenter's The Thing. It's the Japanese version. Right there. It's actually a reprint because I got the reprint because this original one is actually smaller. Fury Road against Mad Max 2. Fury Road should have been called Furiosa because Mad Max was like not even a secondary character in that one. Event Horizon is amazing. I love that one. Just a great sci-fi horror. The original Mad Max. Actually, I would. Fury Road would probably be like my third my third favorite out of that. So I should pick up the Decline of Western Civilization trilogy. No, actually, the XX, that's a new one, though. It's an anthology one. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it yet. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Yeah, I'm going to do a whole list on my underrated horror movies. But as far as other ones, there's a whole bunch of ones. I did see The Descent. I'd have to sit down and put a proper list for the most underrated. But yeah, I love The Descent. The Descent 2 was a little bit too derivative of the first one, but wasn't there like one of the ones where the creature took like a poop in the blood, like a little blood pool thing? I seem to remember that, where she was like hiding in it. But yeah, so let me know, what are you guys watching tonight as well, because I'm going to only stay on here for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to pop into Strangers. No, I'm not a gamer. No, I'm not interested in getting the Switch. I haven't played video games in quite a while. I was really mostly into sports video games, especially like basketball, and then like retro stuff like NES and Super Nintendo. Do you do the stream every Friday? I've been doing these streams like, I don't know, I want to say like 3-4 times a week. I've been digging doing these live streams. It's just kind of random. I don't have a set time. It's like whenever I'm in the mood for it, I just do it. No, I thought the pooping was. I thought the pooping one was in the second Descent movie, but either way, I love the first one. What do you think of the monster mashup, The Thing versus the Blob? I think that would be amazing. I would love to see some stuff like that. I would love to see Swamp Thing versus Man Thing in like a movie, because I remember I don't think there was like the comic book of that. Single Tier People. I don't know what that one's from. Jared McAdam, that movie quote. Opinions on the remake of The Blob. The Blob remake is one of the best horror remakes out there, in my opinion, and along with The Fly. I really love the Maniac remake. There's a lot of decent horror remakes, even though there's a whole ton of crappy ones. But the Blob remake, for me, was better than the original. I liked I Spit on Your Grave remake. Siren, yeah, you know what? That's another one. I had a chance to review that one beforehand, too, and I never got around to it. Just life gets busy. Yeah, Bill Paxton, may he rest in peace. Definitely a bummer about that. Whiplash. Oh, okay. I saw Whiplash when it came out. I need to revisit that one. I actually don't have it on Blu-ray. I wanted to get there's like a steelbook of it that looked awesome, so I haven't added it to my collection, but I might as well just get the Blu-ray to have it and rewatch it because I remember loving it. Great performances on there. But I'm actually gonna get ready to movies in Nat. Your stream last night was hilarious. Loved how candid and kind of awkward it was. Thanks. Yeah, it was very open. Again, I've known her for almost a decade. We used to see each other for a little bit back in the day. So, you know, and now we're hanging out again. And we have definitely a back and forth relationship. Yeah, it's interesting when we get together for sure. Thank you. I haven't seen Logan, but I do plan to watch it most likely tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. Creepy, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, my favorite Rob Zombie movie would have to be House of a Thousand Corpses. But I really like Lords of Salem up until the last 20 minutes. I haven't seen 31 yet. I own it, but I've been putting off watching it because the trailers look so, you know, self-indulgent, typical Rob Zombie stuff, and it has like a little person, not midget. You can't say midget anymore. That's not PC, I guess. But a little person dressed as a Nazi, and that just like, and then Sherry Moon's in all of his stuff, and I don't know. It just looked too self-indulgent. Rob Zombie. I plan on watching it, but I have to be in the mood to watch that one, I think. But all right, I'm gonna get ready to get off here and watch The Strangers. When this video stops going live and gets posted onto YouTube, all these comments will disappear. So leave me those movie recommendations on there, and also let me know what movie you guys are gonna watch tonight, and let me know if you want to see a Saturday night vlog tomorrow too. I might do one tomorrow. I'm gonna hang out with a lady friends and a different lady friend from last night and from tonight. Anyways, enough of that. That's too much TMI. Who knows who's watching these videos? But yeah, so I might do a Saturday night vlog video tomorrow. Let me know if you guys want to see that. And hope everybody's doing well. And again, leave me those movie recommendations and what you guys are gonna watch tonight once this stops going live and the video posts on YouTube. Hope everybody's doing well. Take care.